Celebrity couples come and go, but somehow, these two always find a way back into the spotlight. Yep, the internet's most addictive duo is back in the headlines, and this time, it's got people losing their minds.
Hey babe, it's me. I just want to call and tell you that I love you so.
If you think what you just heard was wild, prepare to be blown away because it's nothing compared to what comes next. So grab your seat because the tea is piping hot and messy. The voicemail that started it all. I've been seeing TikToks, tweets, and Instagram posts everywhere, claiming there's some new explosive voicemail from Justin to Selena that just leaked in 2025. People are making reaction videos, creating theories, and the comment sections are wild. But here's where we need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. According to actual info, this viral voicemail story isn't actually about anything new happening in 2025. The leaked voicemail actually refers to a 2013 incident, not something that just dropped in our laps yesterday. Let me take you back to 2013 when Selena Gomez released her album Stars Dance. If you were a Selenator back then, you probably remember the track Love Will Remember. For those who need a refresher, this breakup ballad starts with a voicemail recording that has everyone shook. The voicemail says, and I'm quoting directly, "Hey babe, it's me. I just want to call and tell you that I love you so much. I mean, can we just take a moment?" It was pure drama, and the contrast with the song's lyrics just twists the knife even more. Selena sings, "You said you loved me, I said I loved you back. What happened to that?" Talk about putting your ex on blast in the most artistic way possible. The song actually leaked 2 weeks before the album's official release on July 23, 2013, which just added fuel to the fire. Entertainment news outlets were all over this story. Billboard reported on the possibility that it was Bieber's voice, and MTV questioned if the mysterious voicemail was indeed from the Biebs. The timing couldn't have been more perfect for maximum drama, as Justin and Selena were in one of their many breakup phases at the time. But here's where it gets even spicier. There was major controversy about whether the voicemail was actually Justin's. Bieber's team went into full damage control mode and denied the voicemail was his. But why would they do that if it wasn't a big deal? Well, that's where the plot thickens. According to a source from Online, which was cited by The Week, Selena had actually informed Justin about using the voicemail back in February 2013. So if that's true, why would his team deny it? Was Justin caught off guard? Did he not expect her to actually use it? Or was it a PR strategy to create even more buzz around the situation? The conflicting stories created a huge divide in the media. Some outlets insisted it wasn't Justin, while others were convinced it was authentic. Meanwhile, Selena herself confirmed the song was about their relationship, adding even more fuel to the speculation fire. Let's be real for a second. This kind of personal exposure in a song is something we see artists do all the time now in 2025. But back in 2013, this was next-level tea spilling. Can you imagine if Taylor Swift had included actual voicemails from her exes in her songs? The internet would have exploded. Actually, don't give her any ideas. The impact of this voicemail inclusion was massive. Entertainment websites like HuffPost covered the leak extensively, and the story even made it to IMDb, which reported that Justin was blown away by Selena, including his voicemail in the song. The personal nature of using an intimate voicemail in a breakup song resonated with fans worldwide. It wasn't just celebrity gossip, it was relatable content that had people in their feelings. Fast forward to 2025, and it seems like history is repeating itself. People are rediscovering or misremembering this 2013 incident and thinking it's new tea. This happens all the time in celebrity culture. Old stories get recycled and presented as fresh news, especially when there's some related current drama. But before we move on, let's clear up another important detail. Some people might be wondering, if this voicemail is from 2013, why is it suddenly going viral again in 2025? Well, that's the power of social media algorithms and the never-ending fascination with Justin and Selena's relationship. Even though they've both moved on, Justin is married to Hailey Bieber, and they welcomed their son Jack Blues in August 2024, while Selena got engaged to Benny Blanco in December 2024. Fans are still obsessed with their past relationship. What's even more interesting is how this old voicemail story ties into the current drama between them. It's like the internet has a collective memory, and when new tensions arise, it brings back all the receipts from the past. The timing of this resurfacing isn't random. It's directly connected to what's been happening between Justin and Selena in recent months. I also need to address something important. This is a perfect example of how we need to be careful about what we see trending online. Just because something is going viral doesn't mean it's new or even true. Always check your sources, do your research, and don't just blindly believe what you see on your FYP. And speaking of new drama, let's get into what's actually been going down between Justin and Selena in 2025. Because trust me, it's the real reason this old voicemail story is making the rounds again. The current drama. So here's the current situation. Selena Gomez announced her engagement to music producer Benny Blanco in December 2024 after going public with their relationship in late 2023. They shared adorable photos on Instagram, and fans were genuinely happy for her. After everything Selena has been through with her health struggles, career challenges, and of course, her turbulent relationship history, it seemed like she finally found her happily ever after.
I believe that I get to marry my best friend, so...
Meanwhile, Justin Bieber married Hailey Baldwin back in 2018, and they welcomed their son, Jack Blues, in August 2024. On paper, it looks like both Justin and Selena have moved on with their lives. But have they really? That's the question that's been on everyone's minds lately, especially after Justin's recent behavior on social media. Here's where things get juicy. In early April 2025, shortly after Selena was flaunting her engagement ring on social media, Justin posted a meme on his Instagram grid and stories that raised a lot of eyebrows. The meme featured a clip from The Lord of the Rings showing Gollum inspecting the One Ring with the caption, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." Now, I don't know about you, but that timing seems a little suspicious, and I'm not the only one who thought so. Fans and media outlets immediately connected the dots and interpreted this as Justin throwing shade at Selena's engagement. BuzzFeed reported that fans accused Bieber of shading Gomez, noting comments on Reddit like, "Even if it's not about Selena, he had to know that's where people's minds would go." But wait, it gets even more interesting. Justin didn't stop there. He also shared another post featuring a video of Doja Cat with the caption, "Me acting psycho daily when I'm just a sweet, cute, innocent girly who crashes out sometimes." Fans immediately linked this to his reaction to Selena's engagement as well, suggesting he was having some kind of breakdown over the news. The reaction on social media was wild. On X, formerly Twitter, fans were going off with comments like, "Justin Bieber going crazy because of Selena's engagement? Karma is real." And "Justin Bieber going crazy over Selena Gomez engagement wasn't in my 2025 Bing card." The Economic Times even quoted fans saying things like, "This is the first time I've seen a post of his and thought, oh, that could be about Selena." And "Why is he shading Selena Gomez at his big age? He needs to log off." What makes this whole situation even more intriguing is Justin's silence on the backlash. He hasn't addressed the speculation at all, which according to the Economic Times, has only fueled speculation. Was this a passive-aggressive jab at an old flame, or just poor timing? You know what they say, sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Adding to the drama, there have been concerns about Justin's mental and physical health. At Coachella in April 2025, he appeared spaced out and thin, which raised alarms among fans and media outlets. There were also reports of him acting manic, not sleeping, and hardly eating. Some have speculated that his behavior could be linked to personal struggles, potentially made worse by Selena's engagement news. What's Selena's reaction to all this drama? Well, she seems unbothered. She was spotted on the set of Only Murders in the Building in April 2025, looking absolutely stunning and focused on her work. Neither she nor Benny have directly addressed the controversy, appearing to concentrate on their relationship and careers instead, according to the Economic Times. Meanwhile, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco seem blissfully unaffected, continuing to focus on their music and future together. If they've noticed the chaos, they're certainly not engaging with it. And honestly, good for them. Living your best life is the ultimate revenge, if that's what this is about. Adding another layer to this saga, Selena and Benny are reportedly working on an upcoming album titled I Said I Love You First, which is rumored to feature personal lyrics possibly referencing Selena's past with Justin. If this is true, it could explain some of Justin's recent behavior. Maybe he got wind of the album and is preemptively reacting. Or maybe he's just in his feelings about his ex moving on for good. All of this brings us to the million-dollar question. Does Justin still have feelings for Selena after all these years? While there's no direct confirmation from the man himself, the timing and nature of his social media posts have led many to speculate that he might be struggling to fully move on. Fans have been quick to point this out, with comments like, "He's been married for 8 years and has a child at home to take care of, but still shading his ex on Insta story," suggesting a perceived inability to let go. The Economic Times even frames it as part of the Selena-Justin saga remaining pop culture's most lingering love story, with fans dissecting every post, like, and lyric. But there's another angle to consider here. Justin's marriage to Hailey might not be as picture-perfect as their Instagram feed would have us believe. There have been reports of tension in their relationship, with insiders claiming Hailey has been struggling with Justin almost since the start of the marriage, and friends advising her to leave due to his unacceptable behavior. This context complicates the interpretation of his posts. Are they really about Selena, or are they a reflection of broader personal struggles? Is Justin using Selena's engagement as a distraction from his own marital issues? Or is this all just speculation and coincidence, and we're reading too much into social media posts as we tend to do in this digital age? The plot thickens even further with reports from fans that Justin liked and then unliked a photo of Selena and Benny kissing, although it's worth noting that fake images are easy to create online, so this claim should be taken with a grain of salt. Still, if true, it adds another layer to to the ongoing drama. What's particularly fascinating about this whole situation is how it demonstrates the power of social media in keeping celebrity narratives alive. Even though Justin and Selena broke up for good in 2018 and have both moved on with their lives, their past relationship continues to captivate the public imagination. Every interaction, or lack thereof, is an unresolved feelings. As the Economic Times puts it, but the internet, it never forgets or lets go. And with fans continuing to dissect every post, like, and lyric, it seems that even in 2025, the Selena-Justin saga remains pop culture's most lingering love story. And honestly, they're not wrong. Why we can't stop watching, the cultural impact. When you think about it, the Selena relationship officially ended in 2018. That's 7 years ago, people. In that time, both Justin and Selena have built entirely new lives. Justin married Hailey Bieber, has a child, and has released new music. Selena has focused on her acting career with Only Murders in the Building, launched her successful makeup line Rare Beauty, been open about her health struggles, and is now engaged to Benny Blanco. By all accounts, they've moved on, so why can't we? The answer lies in what this relationship represented to so many people. Justin and Selena weren't just any celebrity couple. They were the ultimate teen dream couple that grew up in the public eye. They started dating when Justin was 16 and Selena was 18, right as Justin was becoming the biggest pop star in the world. Their relationship coincided with the rise of social media as we know it today, making them one of the first couples whose entire relationship played out online. For many millennials and Gen Z, Justin and Selena's relationship was the backdrop to their own coming-of-age stories. When they were going through their first heartbreaks, Justin and Selena were breaking up and getting back together in spectacular public fashion. Their relationship became a reference point for an entire generation's understanding of love, heartbreak, and the messiness of growing up. This explains why the old voicemail from 2013 can suddenly go viral again in 2025. It's not just about the voicemail itself, it's about what it represents. A time-stamped artifact from a relationship that many people invested in emotionally. It's nostalgia, it's drama, and it's a reminder of a time when things seemed both simpler and more intense. The Economic Times perfectly captures this phenomenon, but the internet, it never forgets or lets go. And with fans continuing to dissect every post, like, and lyric, it seems that even in 2025, the Selena-Justin saga remains pop culture's most lingering love story. It's a testament to the power of parasocial relationships, the one-sided emotional connections we form with celebrities who don't know we exist. What's particularly fascinating is how Justin and Selena themselves seem to have contributed to keeping this narrative alive, whether intentionally or not. Throughout their careers, both have released music that fans have interpreted as being about each other. Justin's Sorry and Love Yourself, Selena's Lose You to Love Me, and The Heart Wants What It Wants. All these songs have been dissected for references to their relationship. Even as they've moved on to new relationships, the shadow of Selena has followed them. When Justin quickly got together with Hailey after his final breakup with Selena, the internet exploded with theories and accusations. Every time Selena released new music or Justin made a public appearance, fans would look for signs about how they were feeling about each other. This brings us to the present situation with Justin's reaction to Selena's engagement. Whether his social media posts were actually about her or not, the immediate assumption by fans and media alike that they were shows just how primed we are to continue this narrative. We want there to be unresolved feelings and lingering drama because it keeps the story going. There's also something to be said about the role of health and personal struggles in this narrative. Both Justin and Selena have been open about their mental health challenges. Selena has dealt with lupus, kidney transplant, and bipolar disorder, while Justin has discussed his struggles with depression, anxiety, and past substance use. These personal battles have added depth and complexity to their public personas, making fans feel even more invested in their well-being and happiness. When Justin appears spaced out and thin at Coachella, or when reports emerge of him acting manic, not sleeping, and hardly eating, it's not just gossip. It's part of a larger narrative about his journey that fans have been following for years. The same goes for Selena's public resilience in the face of health challenges and relationship setbacks. Another factor that keeps this relationship in the public consciousness is the contrast between how Justin and Selena have handled their post-breakup lives. Selena has been increasingly focused on her mental health, career diversification, and philanthropy, presenting an image of growth and self-actualization. Meanwhile, Justin has had more public struggles, from health issues to reports of marital problems. This contrast feeds into a narrative that many find compelling, the idea that one person moved on successfully, while the other still carries the weight of what could have been. It's a storyline that resonates with anyone who's ever wondered what if about a past relationship, or who's experienced the complex emotions of seeing an ex thrive after a breakup. The timing of Selena's engagement announcement also plays into this narrative perfectly. December is often a time of reflection, and announcing a major life change at the end of the year naturally invites comparisons to the past. When Selena shared her engagement news, it wasn't just a happy announcement. It was symbolically closing the door on her past, including her relationship with Justin. If Justin's posts were indeed reactions to this news, they tap into something deeply relatable: the complicated feelings that can arise when someone who was once a significant part of your life reaches a major milestone without you. Even if you've moved on yourself, as Justin has with marriage and fatherhood, there can still be a complex emotional response to seeing an ex take such a definitive step forward. The power of social media in amplifying and perpetuating this narrative cannot be overstated. Platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok allow fans to create and share content about Justin and Selena, keeping their relationship alive in the cultural conversation. Fan accounts dedicate themselves to documenting every potential interaction or reference, creating a constantly evolving archive of the Selena saga. This is exemplified by incidents like the claim that Justin liked and then unliked a photo of Selena and Benny kissing. Whether true or not, the mere possibility of such an interaction is enough to spawn dozens of TikTok videos, Twitter threads, and Instagram posts analyzing what it could mean. There's also something to be said about how this relationship has become a projection screen for our own experiences with love, growth, and closure. When we see Justin potentially reacting to Selena's engagement, we're not just witnessing celebrity drama, we're seeing a reflection of universal human experiences. Who hasn't wondered about an ex's reaction to their happiness, or felt complex emotions upon seeing someone from their past move on definitively? This brings us to an important point about celebrity culture in general. The relationships we follow aren't just entertainment, they're modern mythology. They're stories we tell ourselves about love, success, failure, growth, and redemption. Justin and Selena's relationship has become one of these cultural touchstones, a reference point against which we measure other celebrity relationships and sometimes our own. As we move further into 2025, it's likely that the Justin and Selena saga will continue to evolve. Selena's upcoming album with Benny, titled I Said I Love You First, may contain lyrics that fans interpret as references to her past with Justin. Justin may continue to post cryptic content that sparks speculation. Their paths may cross at industry events, creating new moments for fans to dissect. But regardless of what happens next, what's clear is that the cultural impact of their relationship extends far beyond the actual time they spent together. In many ways, Selena has transcended Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez as individuals to become a phenomenon of its own, a story we collectively tell and retell, finding new meanings and connections with each iteration. And with that, we've come to the end of this deep dive. For more juicy content like this, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and check out the cards showing on your screen for more videos. Don't forget to comment your thoughts below.